All right, let's do another episode here. Already done 600 and something. This show stinks. Let's keep going here, folks. How you doing? It's a rainy Sunday here, and to talk about my boring week. Didn't do much, but hey, isn't that every week? This past Monday, I did my comedy open mic, and we had 11 comedians, and we had over 10 audience members. We had probably one of our best turnouts we've had. And I was shocked because last Labor Day we had 7 comedians and I think 1 or 2 audience members, and one of them happened to be Marco, the buffet guy. And it was an okay turnout, but it wasn't great. And I was like, it's probably going to be dead. And then this female comic brought a couple people out, and then this other guy brought a couple people, and I posted it on this website, and I think 2 audience members came from there, and it ended up being a pretty good turnout. And then I found out, as I got there early, that we're supposed to be doing this every other week, that they canceled the open mic in 2 weeks for a charity event, but we're going to be back on this week. So we're doing it back-to-back, and then we won't be back for a couple weeks. But then after the open mic, I talked about this before my live stream, I got a message from this chick with a bald head, and she was saying, hey, I've met you before. And I was kind of drunk, so I was like, I don't know, I thought she was a comic at the show or something, or audience member. So I called her on Facebook because I was bored. And then she called me back, and we talked for a little bit, and I was like, why are you messaging me? And she said something like she's trying to meet guys on Facebook. And I think it was a troll, but she sounded like a real woman. I mean, it was definitely a woman. And we talked for 10 minutes and stuff, and she said she lived in the area and stuff, and she got banned from websites for threatening to cut guys' balls off, for threatening to rape her and stuff. And I think it was a prank call. I don't know, but I was like, oh, okay. And I wasn't attracted to her at all, but I was like, whatever. So she said, maybe we meet up this week. And I was like, yeah, maybe. In my head, I was like, I'm not going to meet up with her. I don't like girls with short hair, very short hair. And I wasn't, interested anyways. And then she deleted me off her Facebook the next day. I guess she saw it was a troll, or she saw my other stuff. And then another girl added me who was ugly as well. And I say ugly, but not attractive as well. I don't know if it was her in a wig or somebody else. And I was like, what the hell's going on? So I just didn't accept their friend's request. So that's something that happened that weird this week. And also, I tried to upload what the hell's going on with YouTube and the shorts? So you guys saw I put a short up on the Josh Jack Network channel this past Sunday. Well, I got about 300 or 400 views. So I uploaded it about 15 times last week on my regular channel, the Josh Jack channel. I got nothing, right? I go on the Josh Jack Network channel Sunday night around 11 o'clock. I upload a short. I get about 300-400 views. I'm like, what the? I guess the Josh Jack channel is like striking for some reason. I didn't break any rules. I didn't get any strikes. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but they don't give me any views for my shorts. The last short I put up, it got like 11 views or something. The couple, I used to get 1,000 views. I can't even get fucking 100 views anymore. I don't know what happened, but something they don't like. I guess because I deleted some videos or something, whatever. I didn't go to the tap room this past Wednesday because it was canceled. I wanted to go out Wednesday night to do a live stream, but it was fucking hot as fuck. It was in the high 90s. And I love hot weather, but I ate some greasy food, and I was like, I don't feel like going out. I'm going to poop myself. So I went out Monday night. I didn't go out all the way till Friday night. You guys saw the parking lot stream. I went to Wawa, had a double burger, just fucking hung out, went over to Taco Bell. Same old, nothing new there. And then Saturday night, I went to go check out the Ashley Kratz brick, allegedly, if it was there. And it was still there. Somebody tried to cross out the F word, and I was shocked. That brick's been there for about 3-4 weeks. Originally, it was kidnapped the first time we did this. And this time, it was still there. So I was like, that's pretty cool. Somebody tried to cross out the F word. They failed miserably. You could still read it, obviously. And pretty much after the street, I took an Uber last night. I cut it off because I was close to my house. And, it was a nice ride. And that was it, folks. I really didn't do much this week. Hopefully this Wednesday I can get back to Jersey again. And hopefully tomorrow's open mic, I'm not expecting it to be any good because people say, oh, if you do it every week, we'll go. And then you do it back to back, and then they don't go. So we'll see what happens. But as far as on the channel next week, we did a prank call show this week. We'll see what happens. Start writing down some numbers. But more awful live streams and more shenanigans here on the Josh Jack channel. But this is the first comedy podcast in Philly. That's right. And the worst comedy podcast in Philly. And it happens to be your favorite podcast show that most people do not listen to. And now, it's time for your least favorite segment. It's time to get to the odd News! Okay, a couple has demanded a refund after they were seated next to a drooling and farting dog on a 13-hour flight. You know, I think they should sue for that. Fuck a refund. I mean, a farting dog? Ew. Teen's death leads to outpouring of concern over spicy chip challenge as sales are halted. It's the Tacky challenge. You guys know that spicy chip? I've known a few comedians. I saw one do it on stage once. The chip was blue, now it's black now. The historic first in Mexico as 2 women vie for the presidency. Oh, 2 women running for president? Fuck Mexico. Seriously. So the bullet that was basis for magic bullet theory of JFK association is debunked by the Secret Service agent who put it there, as by New York Times. Meta platforms accuse allegedly collective sensitive health data. Yeah, well that's what Facebook does. They steal all your information. And then they delete your account if you write something naughty. They're cocksuckers. Like fucking everybody else. Like YouTube, like everybody else. Grown-up daughter makes a lot of sense telling dad jokes. So, she's the king of dad jokes. It's a unfunny looking white girl. I'm sure she's hilarious. I imagine a lot of kids on TikTok like her. We should play her video and see how funny she is. But you know what? Let's not do that, folks. I'm not even funny on my show. Hey, who said that? Fuck you. Go fuck yourself, Cuffy. Police fatally shoot man who was holding a handgun in an Idaho field. Yeah, they're calling him a potato brain. He sounds like a potato brain. That guy, get it? In a field, potato brain. Man indicted for allegedly breaking into a Clarkson daycare, pretending to be baby Danielle. How the fuck does he do that? Would he put on a diaper or something? Family rushing to save dog's life, held at gunpoint by police. It's a white family, not a black family. And the guy's on his knees like, don't shoot me! I'm trying to get my dog to the hospital. Police. Man beat his ex-girlfriend in bed after text taunting his tiny manhood. That guy sounds like a small dickhead. Alright, that's not a good joke. We'll come up with something. Police rushed the reports of ritual mass murder, but it was just a yoga class. Coast Guard arrested a man trying to run a giant hamster wheel across the Atlantic. This is in Florida. Gotta love Florida. So many crazy stories. It's conservative. I love it. Flamingo spotted as far north as Ohio is being blown off by Adela. Identified golden specimen captures public imagination. Retribution. Man jailed for raping a armed guard intruder. Well, this is by the Supreme Court. Clay Holland jailed for, it says, a Melbourne man will do 4 years in prison. So the guy, he had a knife and a ski mask, and this guy said, I'm gonna stick my dick up in your ass, boy. That sounds like some odd shit, damn. New Jersey business owner arrested for using a drone to drop green eye in neighborhood pools. Who is this guy, the Hulk or something? That's a chip joke, I don't know. Kmart shopper, wait, Kmart's still open? They're all gone in Philly. I guess they're open some other places. Kmart shopper rages as disgusting discount fine. Alright, you got me suckered. What is it? Let's see. Kmart has been taken into retailer social media upon a disgusting fine at a local store. The shopper said she was mortified when she found on the clearance rack a pair of pajama pants with a sizable reddish-brown stain close to the crotch. Ew! It's a dookie stain, but it came from the front. Someone shit out their genitals. Terminator model has been living skinned by fungi, robots. Researchers hope to create a sustainable... Russia hires a priest to train kids to fly combat drones at church and school. I'm just glad they're not fucking them. Ritual mass murder report in Chappelle State. Leonard's was yoga. Okay, I read that already. 10-year-old led Arizona troopers on a chase as father sat in the passenger seat. Boy, I'm just going to teach you this. I'm only going to teach you this once. This is how you get by the police. Sheriff's deputies shoot out tires stolen backhoe. That's a funny word, backhoe. To keep suspected thief from demolishing an animal shelter. Damn, that guy was going to kill an animal shelter? What an evil prick. Florida extreme athlete. Okay, I read that already. Three-legged bear named Tripod busts into mini fridge in Florida. Downs White Claws. I tried a White Claw once, and that shit sucks. I don't like seltzer beer. I don't like it. I've seen live streamers drink it. Not for me. Give me just a regular pissy IPA or a fucking whatever. A dinner plate seized device found inside a woman's abdomen 18 months after a cesarean birth. The government has a bridge to sell you or give you. Driver on I-70 is struck by his own car, dies in Baltimore County. So I guess he put the car in reverse or something, and he got out the car and ran. I don't know what happened there. China's Great Wall damaged by workers looking for a shortcut. San Antonio Charter School using Pacific Hall Pass for students on their menstrual cycle, sparking outrage among students. What else do we have here? Atlanta flight forced to come back after flyer has diarrhea all the way through the flight. Yes, this was sent to me by, I think Costanza sent me that. Lidl recalls Paw Patrol snacks at the website on packaging displayed porn. So it's supposed to be a dog treat, but they got porn on there. So what's wrong with that? Texas heat melts off iconic Buc-ee's beaver sign. So it shows a beaver, and it's free. It's two passengers were kicked off an Air Canada flight because their seats were covered in puke. Oh yeah, I heard about this. This story is making me sick. All right, that wasn't that good. Okay, let's go to one more news site. No one listens to this crap anyways. I don't care. It's my show. That's why I do it in 15 minutes. A 20-year-old dies of fried rice syndrome after eating leftover pasta. What is fried rice syndrome? Anyone who has eaten leftovers can be very dangerous. If you're just bad, okay, they're gonna make me. He heated up and ate it. I just want to know what the fuck fried rice syndrome is. I don't need to read the whole story. Man arrested after stealing a taco from a St. Louis restaurant. So he just stole a taco? You figured they make him wash dishes or something, but I don't know. It seems a little extreme. Let's see. An employee of Lily's Panderia was outdoor grill. A man approached and took a taco the employee was making a customer. I don't know. Taco Tuesday. More like taco lock 'em away. Alright, that wasn't good. Turning pet fluff into fluff. Gorm Mill spins animal fur into roving and yarn. South African Zulu chief dies at age 95. They had to put his BBC in a separate coffin. Man beat his ex. Okay, we read that already. That's a great story. I gotta come up with something for an open mic. 200 million lost Apple in big trouble after China ban. I never had an Apple product in my whole life. I don't know. Let's see. A mysterious Maine deer is turning purple. It shows a deer and it's purple. A purple deer. A purple ear. A stingray impales a woman's back, missing her lung by 1 inch. She's lucky. And it shows her back. It's got a big gash in it. I read some of these stories already. A man convicted of enticing a minor sues the condiment company over labeling practices. He doesn't want to be called a pedophile. That's an offensive term to pedophiles. Please write me. She scrambled on a random egg in 1951. Swedish criminal gangs laundering money through Spotify. Rep. Marjorie Taylor Greene said that struck Burning Man festival goers are probably being brainwashed that climate change is the root of all evil. New minister said she is focused on getting disability benefit right, as advocates call for. Okay, I'm just reading stuff now. I don't even know what I'm reading. Tourists are flocking to New York City to go on rat tours to see the iconic mascots. Ew. I don't want to fucking see big rats. Dumb alleged drunk driver accidentally calls cops on himself after highway scare. Well, that happens every once in a while. Man, 25-year-old. Okay, we read that last week. Folks, that's it for the show. I thank you all for listening, and I have one question to ask you. If you listen to this whole episode, I need to know, where's my chicken pot pie?